Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Haidar Mufti. I'm from the University of Serambi, Mekkah, Banda Aceh. I'm also from the closing government whip. So I'm gonna give a summary about the motion. So the motion is impoverished corruptors. Uh, by the previous debate about from the opposition side and the government side said that the opposition said that the rehabilitation doesn't give much impact of the corruptors because it doesn't make them feel self-awareness. And but for us, the rehabilitation is giving us a big impact, especially to the big corruptors. The big corruptors, they have a very smart. They are very smart, very genius, and they have a big plan, a big structured plan before they do a corrupt. They take the poor people money, and by taking them to the rehabilitation, they're gonna make them feel guilty about why are they taking the poor people money. And by taking the rehabilitation, they will feel that they will feel like feel guilty, and uh, they should know how the normal people live, by how they work so hard to gain the money to make their families alive. And the and by realize that, the corruption will feel safe, will feel sorry by taking their money. I think that's the big solution of it. And the second one is the reparation. From what our government side said before, the reparation is needed. Uh, by taking the reparation, the states took the money from the corruptors. They have the money, and they can use the money to make a scholarship, to give it to the people who is in needed, and maybe to open the job opportunities. And uh, by taking their money or making them pay more about what have they take, like three times more, it really gave a good impact to the future, especially to our uh, state treasury. And what if we doesn't take the reparation to the as a solution? If it doesn't take the reparation as a solution, it will still continue the corrupting act, or that bad crime act. And the reparation can also fix the root of the corruption, and it will prevent the small corruptors to keep continue the corruption. And uh, by taking that reparation, or also taking that rehabilitation, it can make the small corruptors feel guilty, and they will feel like, oh, this is a bad act. We shouldn't continue this. So we as a government side, handling the big cases, but not only the big cases, we also sometimes handling the small cases. And by listening to the opposition side said that, rehabilitation doesn't take enough good impact, or maybe reparation doesn't take good impact. I think that is truly wrong, because from the motion we take about impoverished corruptors, by impoverishing the corruptors, it can it can break the bad cultures, the corruption cultures about this, so the small corruptors doesn't do that corruption again. And so I think this motion is is very benefit to our side, to our government side. And I think the opposition side doesn't have enough a reason to give a solution why the rehabilitation doesn't take much sense. It really take a much sense because, like what I said before, can prevent the corruption to do again, to happen again. And and I think back on the topic again, the rehabilitation and the reparation is needed because it gives us a good impact of our country, and uh, the rehabilitation can make the corruptors feel guilty, and the reparation can save the our country to make for maybe like to open the job opportunities, to do a scholarship, and to help poor people and give them some money. And it also can increase the state's treasury. So that's why we strongly agree about this motion. Why the corruptors should be impoverishing. Uh, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you, thank you from our side. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.